Hi, it's Jackie Elmer, founder of StreetSmartWealth.com and creator of SocialMediaBackstagePass.com. Just wanted to shoot a quick video for you to talk to you a little bit about building your brand. Now, if you downloaded my Social Media Success Kit, which you should have if you're watching this video, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit further about the next step in the process, which is building your brand. Now, brand building has become a big thing over the last decade or so. Now, remember, I took my business online in October of 1999, and a lot has changed and a lot has not changed. But when I was starting out there, nobody was talking about building a brand. Although, interestingly, we all have a brand. It's what people say about you, how they describe you. But more importantly, and this is what I really want you to think about, it's how people feel about you from a business perspective, from a personal perspective. So whatever business it is that you're building, when you're putting it out there on social media, I really want you to think about that, the feeling that people are going to get around every encounter that they have with you, both offline and online. So keep that in mind every step of the way when you're sharing on social media. Do a gut check. And if your gut says, should I post this or should I not? Probably most of the time you should not. So we want to be building a brand that represents who we are. So one of the first things that I have my clients do is do a personal inventory. What are your interests? What are your hobbies? What are those things that you're passionate about? What are those things that you can put out there on social media that's going to help you attract your perfect tribe, your ideal client, and you're going to have fun with, and that's going to brand you in a way that you enjoy. Now, I've shared in the past, my son's currently, depending on when you're listening to this, currently serving in the U.S. Marine Corps, and we celebrate Fridays as Red Friday. So I wear red on Fridays. Remember, everyone deployed. That's what it stands for. And so that's a way we support our military. And interestingly, that whole journey has led me into a whole different audience within my tribe. It's brought new people into my tribe through the Marine Corps, through the military, and through different things that I post and share out on social media using hashtags and branding myself that way. Okay, so that's one of the things that I do. And then, of course, I'm a social media coach and trainer. So I have reports like this particular one. This is my Position Yourself, a worksheet that I take people through my Social Media Backstage Pass to teach them how to position themselves both online and offline when they're having a conversation and sharing about their business. Now that reminds me, if you're not part of my Facebook group, you can join my group where I do a lot of free trainings, and I've done a training on this. Just go to Facebook and type in Street Smart Wealth School and join the group. It's going to ask you for a few questions. Please answer those to get into the group, because that gives me an idea of what you're most looking for and different things that I can share. Now, in addition to being a social media trainer, I share a lot of times about books I'm reading about social media. This is Gary Vaynerchuk's book, Crush It, and it came out, I think this was maybe even 2008. I can't remember what the actual publication date was. 2009, okay? It came out in 2009, and I remember reading the book and thinking, oh my gosh, this guy totally gets me. So I talk a lot about things that I'm learning, things that I'm experiencing, and knowledge that I've developed since 1999 being on the internet. And so I'm always showcasing different thought leaders in the profession too, and how to do that. So social media is a big part of what I do. Now, I'm also a student and fan of Brendon Burchard, and this is his book, High Performance Habits. I'm a student of his. I've enrolled in several of his programs, and he's taught me a lot about the sequencing of building a business. And if you're a member of Social Media Backstage Pass, then you're going to get the benefit of that, because I share a lot of what I learned from Brendon. So I'm very regularly posting about what I learned through his trainings and that type thing. And again, I'm using appropriate hashtags and appropriate status updates where I'm using good keywords and good language that are going to put me out there and get me found out on social media. Now, I'm also a big fan of women and champion women in business, because I know how fun and fabulous it's been, and I'm married to a great guy, and not in any way against that, but it's really fun when you own a business. It's just fabulous when you own a business and can bring your children into it, travel with them, and create a lifestyle. So I like to be a girl boss, okay? I also am a big fan of Bulletproof Coffee. So I'm sharing and talking about keto and paleo and Bulletproof Coffee and different things and engaging people and learning more about them. Now, there's nothing that I coach and train on. I don't have any programs around diet, weight loss, Bulletproof Coffee, or any of that. But guess what? It's a passion of mine, and that's part of my brand. And so I put myself out there in a way that I'm going to, again, through appropriate hashtags, keywords, and sharing about that, I have the ability to bring those people into my audience and into my center of influence. And so that is a great thing too. I'm a big networker. Even though I coach and train on social media, I love to get out and in the mix and meet people. And this is just the last 6 weeks of networking. I follow up with these people and I use social media. And that's one of the things that I teach in my programs is how to take your offline contacts, bring them online, and really speed up that process of developing the know, like, and trust. So if you're not networking, or if you are and you're not following up appropriately, go to socialmediabackstagepass.com, go to streetsmartnetworker.com. Either one of those are great programs to teach you how to be a professional networker and how to really monetize your message and your time at networking events. So I'm known for that because if you follow me on Facebook, you'll see a number of my posts and different things that I share out there are me at networking events, meeting different people, highlighting them, tagging them. And again, that's just a way that you put yourself out there in their center of influence, and that is very powerful. Now, of course, I'm a big advocate as well as an affiliate, a referral partner for send out cards, because I believe that as well as meeting people offline and connecting with them online through social media, you want to be staying in their mailbox and mailing them cards on a regular basis. Happy birthday card. I love the holidays. We'll talk about that in a minute. July 4th, but just different things that people don't typically do. And then of course, marketing messages too. That's just a sampling of the type of cards that I send where I stay top of mind. And when I go to networking events, it's amazing the social proof that creates when people come up to me and thank me for the card, because a lot of times what I do is I pull their photos off of Facebook and send them a card with their photo in it and not just mine. But those cards go out to them, so I don't have a sample of that right here to show you. But I do in Social Media Backstage Pass. I teach you how to do those different things. All right, another thing that's part of my brand, I love to cook because I love to eat, and I mentioned keto and paleo. I also recently have been part of the Plant Paradox cookbook and community. If you're familiar with Kelly Clarkson, who lost a ton of weight, I actually have tickets to see her the first quarter of next year. I got a group of friends coming in from Nashville. Super excited. Depending on when you're seeing this video, it might be over by then, but that's okay. She actually used this as well and lost a ton of weight, and she didn't even she wasn't trying to lose weight, she was trying to get healthy. But my neighbor and I had been studying a lot of stuff, and I found this, and so I'm constantly trying different things, not for weight loss necessarily, but just healthy eating, healthy living, and actually staying at optimal peak performance to move my life and my business forward. So I'm regularly sharing about cooking and food regimens and different things and things that I learned. So that's a part of my brand as well. And then of course we have the holidays. So I love the holidays, okay? Love St. Patrick's Day. It's hard to do with my clip-on, but I'm constantly, if it's around Patrick's Day, I'm going to be showing up at a networking event wearing this. I'm going to be going Facebook Live wearing this. I'm a big Tom Petty fan. Okay, I've branded a lot around Tom Petty too. Sadly, passed away, but I'm still a big fan. And I actually was at an event once and was given this hat, which kind of reminds me of his hat in the Don't Come Around Here No More video. So you kind of see what I mean by that. Holidays, Christmas, I'll be going Facebook Live for sure, wearing my holiday hat, okay? Just for some fun. And then of course, I wear this a lot on either July 4th or other holidays. Memorial Day, I'll wear it too. Just different things where I can have some fun, showcase my brand, and create engagement. Because when I'm doing Facebook Live wearing any of these, do you think people stop when they're scrolling the news feed and pay attention? They do, and it gets a lot of engagement, and that's really a fun thing. And so even when you're doing a video and you mess your hair up, that's okay. You're just being authentic like you would if you were offline. So that's just some ideas on building a brand. When you build a brand that's really authentically around those things that you like, of course I can see the camera, so I can see my hair's a mess, but that's all right. When you build a brand that's authentically around those things that are interesting to you, and you have fun with yourself and you have fun with your audience, that attracts your right tribe. I attract people who are interested in the holidays. I attract people who are interested in Tom Petty. I attract people to part of my brand when I am paying attention to them, acknowledging them, and staying in their mailbox. When I'm out networking and then sharing photos and tagging them and making friends on Facebook and those type things, that builds my brand. When I'm sharing about Bulletproof Coffee, those are all things that build a brand. When I can tag Brendon Burchard, I don't tag him, but I hashtag him when I post about different things that I'm learning through his training courses. Those are all things that I'm passionate about, use in my business, and have helped me build a successful business. I have a little bit of construction going on in my home. So if you hear that saw in the background, I've got new tile going into the bathroom. It's just what you got to do sometimes. The show must go on, building a business must go on, and my goal is to showcase for you how you can do this no matter what. So if you have any questions or comments, I would absolutely love to hear them. Share them in the comments below, and let's get you out there building a brand for your business. Don't forget to join me on social media, BackstagePass.com, and don't forget to join me over on Facebook. Type in, you can go to facebook.com/groups/Street Smart Wealth School, or just type in Street Smart Wealth School and you'll find us. Join us over there. Make it a great day.